So it's 6:06 a.m. and we're at the airport. Then Khadijah, she's over there. And so I'm about to have like some coffee. So we made it through check security, and like last week I went to try to get a real ID, and I know it takes maybe 2 weeks or 7 to 10 business days or whatever for you to get it. However, they give you the little receipt and they punch a hole in your ID, your license. And because my license doesn't expire until 2027 on my license, what they did, instead of giving me a real ID, they just said, we're going to make a correction on your license. And they punched a hole in it and gave me, the little sheet of paper that you drive around with. And so here at the airport, I was prepared with voters registration, all kind of things that have my name on it, mail, different bills and things like that, Social Security card. And my passport actually expired last year, but on their website they're saying that if it's under 2 years, if it's not more than 2 years that it's been expired, they would use it. But when I showed him the little paper, the substitute that you drive with, he just said, let me see the license that has a hole punched in it. I was like, what? I got all this stuff. However, that worked out great. But the issue was with the suitcase that I've been using for years. It's oversized. Never had a problem with it. With Southwest, you used to fly 2 luggage free and a carry-on. But this time with the oversized luggage suitcase, they said it would be $200 each way. And I was like, I'm not paying that. Let me talk to the supervisor. And so, going back and forth. And the lady that works for Southwest, she said all along they should have been charging or saying something about oversized luggage. And so, to me, to have to pay $200 going and $200 back, that's $400. I get, that's too much money, even if it was $100. So we just said goodbye to the suitcase, and she told us where to leave it. Said this is like an everyday thing with people having to have someone come get their suitcase or, what have you. But we made it through, and we left the house, I think 5:01 a.m. And this guy driving, he made it, we was close to Midway, like around 13 minutes. So overall it's good, but they had recommended that I get the tote bag, and the tote bags is $25, but this is Nefertiti's. She had this, so I just bought 2 tote bags. They're $25 each, and then that way when I travel, and if I want to check 2 of those in, that's $50 for one regular suitcase. I think the check-in is, what's the price? $35 for a suitcase. Y'all just
originally it's $35, but because I got our ticket off my rewards, it like when you do that, you waive the gas.
Thank you for contributing to my YouTube. So if you heard that Khadijah was saying, because she has points for traveling, and that it was covered. So it's always good when you book your tickets, make sure you use your rewards account number.